You will not speak to my mother that way in my house.
Rain falls against tall windows of Villa Lindner as Marina sits at a long table surrounded by family that was never truly hers. Raphael speaks loudly about his importance, while his mistress watches with calculated eyes. His mother sits like a queen judging peasants, and Marina knows everything. She has known for months. Tonight something will finally break.
Tomorrow you will discover that some decisions do not end when a hand falls. They begin there.
Marina stands and moves toward the door with deliberate calm. Raphael watches with growing panic. Cecilia reaches for her son. Isabella's mask slips. The entire room understands that someone has irrevocably changed. Something fundamental has shifted. Some doors, once opened, can never be closed.
You will not leave this house. Do you understand me? I am not finished speaking.
I have understood you for 3 years. That was my mistake.
Marina moves through the corridor toward the exit, her hand trailing along the wall, as if saying goodbye to a place that was never a home. With each step, a weight lifts. Years of small compromises and silent accommodations fall away. She does not look back.
She has gone too far. You must not let her speak to you this way.
She will regret testing me. I will make certain of it.
Marina sits behind the steering wheel of her car in rain-soaked darkness, hands gripping tight, her face showing the first crack in composure. The mark on her cheek burns, but her eyes remain clear. She is not crying because there is no time for tears. There is only what comes next.
He just gave me permission.
Marina starts the engine and pulls away from the villa into rain and night. Her face is illuminated by dashboard light. Her hands are steady. She does not look back at the place that was supposed to be home, but was always a cage.
She will come back. She always comes back.
Marina drives through Vienna streets, glittering with rain and darkness. Her face is focused and clear. The mark on her cheek deepens from red to purple. Her hands are sure on the wheel. The city passes outside her windows like scenes from someone else's life.
Helga, I am 20 minutes away. Prepare everything.
Helga moves through a minimalist, modern apartment with sharp efficiency, opening secure computer systems and pulling financial files from locked cabinets. Her face shows the satisfaction of evidence finally being released. She has been waiting for this moment. Her hands work with the precision of someone who has prepared for years. Marina steps out of her car in underground parking garage, her dark coat wet with rain. The mark on her face is now fully visible in darkening. She moves slowly and deliberately. Her face shows delayed shock and pain arriving. She does not cry. She simply acknowledges the burn with one careful hand.
Not emotion. Evidence.
Marina enters the grising apartment to find Helga already working, computers lit and documents spread across tables. The two women meet eyes with the understanding of years of complete trust. Marina's face shows the exhaustion of what has happened. Helga's face shows quiet fury that validates everything.
Who did this?
Raphael. Tonight. In front of his mother and Isabella.
Helga breathes in sharply as she understands. Her jaw tightens. Her hands clench. Her eyes burn with controlled rage. Her posture straightens as she shifts into focus mode. This is the moment she has been trained for.
I need everything. Every access log, every transaction, every communication.
Marina dries her face slowly, staring at her reflection in the bathroom mirror. The pain of the blow settles into absolute clarity. She does not look away from herself. She sees exactly what has happened and exactly what she must do.
I built this company from nothing. They will not destroy it from inside.
Helga opens files and projects access logs onto the apartment wall. Marina moves closer to examine the data. Both women's faces are illuminated by the glow of financial records and security timestamps. The apartment transforms into a command center. The night deepens as they work.
Isabella accessed files she should not have touched. 6 months before tonight.
Cecilia approved expenses without documentation. Repeatedly.
Marina and Helga sit at the apartment table surrounded by documents and computer screens, the night deepening outside their windows, both women focused and quiet. Hours pass as they organize evidence into patterns that are irrefutable. This is not emotion. This is architecture.
Tomorrow morning, I contact Dr. Brandel. We move fast and clean.
Holy Warshish, I have been waiting for this day.
Raphael paces in the villa bedroom, unable to sleep, his face showing anxiety beneath anger, his hand occasionally touching his own face, as if remembering the impact of his blow against Marina. His mind races. He cannot understand what he has done or what it means.
She will come back. She always does.
Cecilia enters the bedroom in silk robe and calculated concern. She moves toward her son with the predatory grace of someone who has survived through manipulation. This is her moment to strike.
She will regret tonight. You will make certain of it.
She humiliated me at my own table.
Then we will destroy her first.
Isabella in her apartment receives calls from Raphael, her face showing calculation beneath practiced concern, her body language communicating false sympathy. She listens and plans simultaneously. She is preparing her escape route before the trap closes.
She was so unfair to you tonight. We should plan our future.
Dr. Brandel receives Marina's urgent call early morning, his face showing professional focus as he listens intently. His hand reaches for his appointment book. He has handled many betrayed clients. Few sound like Marina. None carry such absolute clarity.
Come in immediately. We need documentation and photographs.
Marina and Helga arrive at Dr. Brandel's office, both women moving with purpose. The mark on Marina's face is now fully bruised and impossible to hide. Her posture is straight despite the pain. This is not weakness arriving for legal aid. This is strength preparing for war.
Sit. Tell me everything from the beginning.
Marina sits across from Dr. Brandel, with her hands folded calmly on his desk, her face showing the injury clearly, but her voice steady as she speaks. Her eyes meet his with absolute clarity. She does not require sympathy, she requires precision.
He struck me in front of witnesses when I questioned his integrity. I want a divorce. I want protection. And I want to separate my company from this family.
There is also the matter of corporate irregularities you mentioned.
I need those investigations separate from my personal case.
The main office building of Alpenblick Finansberatung receives internal communications from executive systems early morning. Employees receive discrete notifications about access audits and compliance reviews. Faces show confusion and caution. Something has shifted. Something is beginning.
Something is wrong. The access restrictions are too sudden.
Isabella, trying to access her usual files, finds additional authentication screens blocking her path. Her expression shifts from confidence to confusion to fear. The infrastructure she took for granted has suddenly become a maze. She understands finally that she has been observed.
I cannot access my files. There seems to be a system error.
The restrictions came from the board. All requests must go through compliance.
Marina in a secure boardroom with external auditors and financial records, her face calm and focused as she points to specific transactions. Her finger rests on evidence of financial impropriety. She speaks with the precision of someone who has been preparing this moment for months.
These transactions show a pattern of unauthorized access and preferential treatment.
Peter Vogel receives a call from Cecilia, his face showing anxiety as he listens. His hand nervously adjusts his tie. He understands that he is trapped between institutional loyalty and personal survival.
I did what you asked. I approved the expenses. But now there are questions.
Cecilia listens on her phone, her face showing cold calculation. Her hand is tight on the receiver. She is running calculations. She has survived before. She will survive this. Or she will not. But she will not go quietly.
You will say nothing. This is a routine audit. Nothing more.
Raphael receives increasingly urgent messages from both Cecilia and Isabella. His face shows growing panic. His hands shake slightly. The carefully constructed world he built on control is cracking. His hands tremble as he reads.
Something is happening at the Alpenblick. Everything is falling apart.
Marina must be attacking. We need to prepare a counter-narrative.
What counter-narrative? I do not know what she is doing.
We paint her as emotionally unstable, an obsessed wife seeking revenge through lies.
These individuals use their positions to redirect company resources for personal benefit.
Isabella, receiving a summons to a compliance meeting, opens the official document. Her hand shakes. Her face shows fear giving way to anger as she realizes the scope of the investigation against her.
They are investigating me! They have evidence! Raphael, we have to do something!
Stay calm. Say nothing without your attorney present.
Cecilia paces in her drawing room, her face showing the first cracks in her composed exterior. Her hand clutches her pearl necklace. Her mind races through possible consequences. She has never faced accountability before. The possibility terrifies her.
I need immediate legal representation regarding a corporate audit.
Marina at a specialized police unit, filing a formal report. Her face showing the bruise on her cheek clearly, her voice steady as she gives her statement. A female officer listens with professional sympathy. The machinery of justice is being engaged.
I wish to formally report assault and file for protection.
Marina that night sits by her window overlooking Vienna, her face showing exhaustion and pain, the bruise on her cheek now fully darkened. Her hand holds the gold pendant. Her eyes look toward the future with absolute clarity about what comes next.
I will not hide anymore. Not from him. Not from anyone.
The main conference room of Alpenblick Finanzberatung being prepared for an extraordinary board meeting, large windows overlooking Vienna, chairs arranged around a polished table, documents laid out with military precision. Martha Sales enters to review preparations. Everything is ready.
This meeting must proceed with complete objectivity and fairness.
Isabella arrives first with carefully composed expression, then Cecilia moments later, both women entering the boardroom like people walking into an ambush, Raphael following behind with visible anxiety. None of them are prepared for what they will find. Marina enters the boardroom last, dressed in a simple black suit, her posture perfect, her face bearing the fading bruise as evidence, her eyes meeting each of them with absolute clarity before she takes her place at the head of the table. She is not entering as wife or household member. She is arriving as owner.
What is she doing here?
Marina Gruber is the person in charge here.
Cecilia, Isabella, and Raphael simultaneously process the information. Their faces show shock, giving way to rising panic as they begin to understand what Marina has been all along. 3 years of calculation suddenly revealed.
This audit began not from emotion, but from evidence gathered over months.
The external auditor presents financial data to the room, each slide showing clear evidence of unauthorized access, preferential vendor treatment, expense manipulation, and financial irregularity. The room is silent and tense. Each data point is a hammer blow to someone's carefully constructed life.
This is interpretation. I accessed those files for legitimate reasons.
The repeated pattern of access preceded authorization by hours. This indicates advanced knowledge.
Cecilia attempts to maintain composure, but the strain shows. Her hand reaches for her pearl necklace. Her face pales as the scope of the investigation becomes undeniable. The weight of consequences is settling onto her shoulders.
Your approval of expenses without documentation constitutes financial impropriety. I was ensuring, and the company maintained proper relationships. You used your position and your family name to bypass proper procedures.
Raphael standing abruptly, attempting to regain control of the situation, his face flushed with anger and fear, his hands clenching. He is trapped between the testimony of documents and the betrayal of those he trusted.
This entire investigation is compromised by personal vendetta.
The audit began 6 months before you struck me, long before personal feelings could corrupt procedure.
Martha intervening, her presence commanding the room, her face showing judicial authority. Her hand is raised for silence. No more emotion, only consequence, only documented fact.
We will proceed with documented findings. Personal disputes are irrelevant.
Isabella beginning to weep, but the tears are calculation, not genuine emotion. Her hands attempt to compose herself. She understands finally that charm will not save her. Evidence will destroy her.
I made mistakes. I trusted the wrong people. Please.
Your choices resulted in documented financial impropriety. Tears do not change evidence.
The external auditor presenting recommended disciplinary actions, each one delivered with precision, the room silent as careers end and consequences arrive. These are not suggestions. These are conclusions reached through months of investigation.
Immediate suspension, pending investigation. Termination recommended upon conclusion.
Cecilia standing abruptly, her face showing absolute defeat, her hand trembling slightly, her posture no longer held. 3 years of manipulation collapsed in hours.
This is impossible! This is not how this ends!
This is where refusal to see the truth leads you.
Raphael attempting one final attack, stepping toward Marina with rage, but security responding with professional intervention. He cannot control this anymore. No one can.
This is not over! I will destroy you for this!
Yes, Raphael. For us both, it is over.
The meeting ending with Marina remaining seated at the table while Isabella, Cecilia, and Raphael are escorted from the room. Documents are being collected. The machinery of consequence is now fully engaged. Marina, leaving the boardroom with Helga at her side, moving through empty corridors, reaching Marina's private office. Helga closing the door behind them. They have crossed the point of return. There is only forward now.
It is done. You are safe now.
Not safe. Free. There is a difference.
Marina walking through Vienna days later, the bruise on her face fading but still visible. The city moving around her, people passing without knowing who she is. A smile touches her lips for the first time in years. She is breathing air that does not taste like compromise.
I kept my silence so long. I forgot I had my own voice.
Marina entering a courthouse for the final divorce hearing, her attorney at her side, her face showing the weight of what has passed, but also the strength of what comes next. She is not entering as victim. She is arriving as woman reclaiming herself.
I ask only for what is legally mine, and the right to exist without fear.
Marina at Alpenblick Finanzberatung, hosting a company-wide meeting. Hundreds of employees gathered in the main auditorium, her face showing healing from all wounds, her presence carrying warmth and possibility. She has won not just for herself, but for everyone watching who felt unseen.
This company will be built on trust and integrity, not fear or privilege. Everyone here has equal standing. Excellence is recognized. Betrayal is faced.
Marina, alone in her apartment, looking at the transformed gold from her wedding ring, now fashioned into a simple pendant, holding it up to light from her window, the city of Vienna spread below her. She is holding transformation in her hand.
I am not the woman who wore this ring. I am who wore it until I remembered myself.
Marina placing the pendant around her neck, the simple gold line resting at her throat. She sees herself in the mirror and recognizes finally the woman she has always been.
Thank you for not breaking. Thank you for remembering your power.
Marina entering the Alpenblick building with Helga beside her, moving through corridors where people greet her not as wives or ornaments, but as leader and creator. Her posture reflects the truth of who she is. She was always this. She simply remembered.
We all carry quiet strength. The question is only whether we will finally claim it.
When did you last stand up for yourself? Not with anger, but with truth. Your silence can be mistaken for weakness. But silence can also be the moment before everything changes.
Document what happens to you. Not for revenge, but for truth. Evidence is freedom. Justice without cruelty is slower, but it lasts. It builds worlds. Revenge only destroys them.
If you have felt unseen, unheard, diminished by someone you trusted, You are not alone. Share your story in the comments. Subscribe to join our community. Like this video if you needed to hear this today. And remember,
Marina standing at her office window, overlooking Vienna at golden hour, the city glowing with warmth, her hand resting on the pendant at her neck, her face showing peace that comes from reclaiming truth. She is solitary and unbreakable. The camera pulls back slowly, showing her small and free in the vast city.